Hello and welcome to Junk Journal Inspirations. My name is Emily and this video is a long time coming. My very best friend Dee Dee, hi Dee Dee, started a challenge at the beginning of the year, or maybe even right before the new year. And she titled it The Colossal Tome of Concepts. There's a hashtag for it. It is hashtag TCTC21 or 2021. It'll be in the title. You'll see it. So if you decide to take part, you can use that hashtag and then we can all see each other's work. So if you haven't watched Dee Dee's videos, I highly suggest that you do. I will link to her playlist in the description box below so that you can go and check out, her explanation and the way that she's doing it. It is basically creating an idea book of, different pockets and ephemera and things that, maybe you've watched a bunch of YouTube videos, but then when it comes time to making your journal or whatever paper craft you might be working on, you forget, right? All of these ideas. That at least that's what happens to me. I kind of, my brain goes blank and I can't remember all of these amazing ideas that I've seen. So this way, I will be creating things that I see sort of either as I see them, or I'll be going back into my watch history and remembering things, that I forgot. And then I will have a book of those ideas so that when I am drawing a blank, when I'm creating a journal, I can go and flip through and be like, oh yeah, that pocket is so cool and it'll work perfectly here. And then, I won't have to spend so much time thinking and trying to remember things that I want to do. So Dee Dee created a massive tome for her, idea book. I'm going to use a vintage scrapbook that I purchased. I'm going to say it was in 2018 at a thrift store when I was in Florida visiting Nick. And I loved the cover. I don't know. Let me see there we go. It's like a Paris theme. The girls have poodle skirts on and, they're even walking poodles. And I just think it's absolutely adorable. But it's very, it's big and there's probably not, I thought at one point, maybe I would turn it into a journal, but it's just kind of big. It's 12 inches without even including the spine area. And it's 9.5 inches tall. So I'd have to cut it apart and I don't really want to do that. And the inside is full of just, plain black cardstock. So I have already removed the binding. I think it was a strap of some sort, because I'm sure that it's going to get pretty fat, and I'll need to take out pages. So then when I'm done, or I'm at a point where, I feel like I'm not going to add any more paper or whatever, then I'll just add a ribbon or something and, kind of bind it back up. So that's what I'm going to use for my colossal tome of concepts. You can make something, you can use something you have, you could alter a book, so many different ideas. Basically, you just want a place to store all of the ideas that you want to remember. All right, so I'm gonna just take a second and zoom in. I needed to be zoomed out for that book, and I'll be right back. All right, so my first pocket is inspired by the lovely Tracie Fox at Love Junk Journals. And this is a pocket that I tend to remember, but then at the same time, I don't always remember. And it is fabulous and is super easy. Now, just for purposes of these videos, I'm not going to be inking. A lot of time, I will probably just be using scrap paper. I'm not going to be embellishing things. This is going to be just the basic, you know, bases that I want to be able to remember. So, you know, that's what this is going to be. So not a lot of decorating and that kind of stuff, but all right. So this pocket is super easy, and I always kind of forget how I want to orientate it, but this is just some Tim Holtz wallflower paper from that paper pad. So basically it's kind of in 3 parts. So the first part, and I think these are 6 by 6. The first part, and we're just gonna tear, is kind of your base background layer, and you can, you know, kind of do this any size that you want. You kind of want one side taller than the other, sort of like that. Okay, and then you're going to put another piece down here, and I think I'm going to use this for that. And I think I'm going to take off more of this here. So no measuring, no, you know, no fancy cutting or anything. We're just sort of tearing, and I realize now that the part of this I wanted to show is actually going to be cut off. You know what? We don't have to do it. We don't have to do it the same way, right? All right, so this piece is going to go along here. But I'm going to also tear it. I will link to Tracie's video for how she made this, because I feel like I might be butchering it a bit. All right. So you just want another layer for the bottom here. And it's okay if it doesn't go all the way. And I think I really want this to show. So I'm going to do this a little differently than I normally do. So I'm going to, let's see, how tall? I think we'll just take the bird part here. There. Okay, so it's going to be a little different than I've done in the past, but that's okay. All right, so what we're going to do is glue, and I would normally probably sew this, but again, for purposes of these videos, just in the interest of keeping them sort of, you know, under 20 minutes, I'm not going to do that. All right, so there, that is now in place. And I would normally, you know, ink all of this up and everything. And then this is going to go here, I think. I'm going to tear, I like the torn edge look. So I'm going to tear this edge, I think, and I'm actually okay if that shows a little bit behind there. I kind of like that. So I'm going to glue here and along the bottom here. Like that. Okay. So, and I'll show you what we have as far as pockets now. Let me grab a tag. All right, so if you glue this onto a page, let's do that. Let's glue it onto a page. I keep keep forgetting I'm actually creating a book here. All right. So here's our page, right? And I would probably put this, it doesn't really matter, but I would put this facing like the inside of my book, right? But this is sort of a bit different. And I would glue just here and here, okay? Actually, I probably would just go ahead and glue those 3 sides. Yeah, you don't have to, but that's what I'm gonna do. And then I will glue this down. Okay, and then you have a pocket here, right? And I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a couple other little tags so I can show you all at once. And then you have a pocket here. And you also have a little tuck spot here. Isn't that cute? And you can do it in a bunch of different ways. I've done it, you know, I've done it in lots of different ways. It always just depends on how I've torn my paper, and then I kind of go from there. But I think this is absolutely adorable. So I will link to Tracie's video where she made this. And I will also link to Dee Dee's playlist for this challenge. And if you want to take part, all you have to do is either make videos or post on Instagram and, you know, the ideas that you're coming up with to add to your idea book, and just use the hashtag that I have used in the title. And then we can all see each other's ideas. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous day. Take care of yourselves and stay healthy, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.